Here are my 4 things I'm doing to reach financial freedom as a 26-year-old living here in Queensland, Australia. I'm going to be going into each goal and why I've decided to focus on each of these goals. Also, I'm going to be making each of these goals measurable so that I know in 12 months I can look back and actually check them off. If you vibe with this kind of content, be sure to hit like and subscribe down the bottom so that you can follow along and hold me to them in the future. Goal number 1 is to grow my stock portfolio considerably. I've always been focused on paying down our mortgage because it's really what I understood and what I could get my head around. I know you can save a lot of money paying your mortgage down faster, and it can actually take years off your loan. I'll go into a breakdown on that sometime in the future. I don't regret doing this at all. Through doing this, I've been able to build a significant emergency fund for my wife and I. But on this investment journey that I've found myself on, I've actually shifted my focus to investing due to the fact that the S&P 500 average annualized return over the last 20 years has been 11.9%. Compared to my annual interest rate on my mortgage of 6%, the amount of money I save putting extra money into the mortgage compared to the amount of money that I could be earning investing into stocks is about half. My measurable goal is that I want to grow my stock portfolio to 5 figures, $10,000, and I'll call that a win. Goal number 2 is that I want to be diversifying my portfolio. As of right now, I am only currently bought into SPY, which is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. In his book, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, John C. Bogle said, "Don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack." Basically saying, if you, like me, don't know enough about every company and don't have the time to do all the research, just buy the haystack. So it's with this sentiment that I want to start throwing a bit more money at different ETFs to diversify further. One very popular ETF that I have my eye on is QQQ or QQQ, an ETF that tracks the NASDAQ 100, the top 100 tech companies in the States. And as of yesterday, I am now invested in QQQ, something that I'll talk about in my next net worth update. Something else that I will be doing to diversify is that I'm going to be investing in cryptocurrencies. I know, I'm very late to the party. Just with my mortgage, building the house, and investing into stocks is never really something that I looked into, and never something I really knew about well enough to actually invest my money into. So as of right now, I'll be investing solely into Bitcoin, as I don't really have enough time to research the different altcoins. One that I will keep an eye on is Ethereum, I know is another popular coin, and also XRP, which is a coin that has been suggested to me by a few family members. So measurable goal number 2 is I want to invest 5,000 AUD into my Bitcoin portfolio. Goal number 3 is I want to crack a net worth of $700,000. If you watched my last net worth update, you would have seen that my net worth was a little over $611,000. Therefore, my goal is to reach another $89,000 in net worth. Whether that comes about through saving our income or through the investment portfolio appreciation, doesn't matter. Goal number 4 is to attempt some sort of business venture. I've been reading the book The $1 Million Weekend by Noah Kagan, and it has really inspired me to actually try and do something. And I know that if I got to 60 years old and I hadn't tried to do anything yet, then I would be really upset with myself and a little bit disappointed. So I've actually had a few ideas, got a few things in the works. I've got a friend that's gonna try out these business ventures with me, all things that I will update you guys on in videos to come. I know where you can create real wealth is through ownership and creation, and the first step is always just getting started, so that's my goal for this year. And that's it, guys. Those are the 4 things I'm doing this financial year, so hold me to them. I'm aiming to have these things done by July 2026, so I'll be making an update video then to see how I've gone. If you have any financial goals over the next 12 months, please comment them down below. I'd love to read them and possibly steal some ideas for myself. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button down the bottom. Also hit subscribe if you'd like to follow along for more. But if you want to know how some other Aussies are going with their finances, click here to watch a video on my very first ever net worth update, where I have a deep dive into my finances as a 26-year-old Australian.